game one between the two-time defending champion Lightning and the Rangers last night went heavily to New York, commanding fashion, tripled them up, as a matter of fact. AJ, any big takeaways from that game?
How about 6 goals being allowed by Vasilevsky? Like, that's just unheard of at this point in the postseason. And the fact that 5 of them were at even strength here, so you can't really blame power play situations. Yesterday, I said the key for the Rangers was figuring out Vasilevsky, and very clearly they did that in game one. I would expect to bounce back from him in game two, but maybe we should temper expectations that these are going to be a bunch of no goals games in this series. Clearly, the Rangers have some firepower here, and they put it on display last night.
Paul, was this a reminder to the Lightning that they're not allowed to win every single year?
Well, there's also a little bit of history here. I mean, go back to the Leafs series. Game one, the Leafs waxed them 5-0, and we all know how that series turned out. Eventually, they exerted their advantage and experience, and I think we're going to see the same thing here. They also have that remarkable record with Vasilevsky coming off a loss. He hasn't lost 2 straight after 16 previous losses, so I expect that form to hold. And I'm not too worried about things from the Tampa point of view. But give the Rangers credit. They answered the bell. They certainly didn't look like they were afraid of the stage like I thought they might be. But a lot of this had to do with Tampa being rusty as well.
Well, and obviously, looking at this, Pete, the goal always on the road to start off a series is let's just get the split. Doesn't matter if you take game one or game two. So no need to panic for the Bolts.
No, they don't have to panic. They haven't lost back-to-back games in the past 3 postseasons combined. Everybody knows that stat by now. All they need to do is send it back home tied, and I think they'll be in pretty good shape. Don't want to overreact too much to the Rangers here, but I do think they made quite a statement here, especially after everybody was kind of looking at them as, hey, you're beating backup and third string goalies every step of the way. Now they just beat the best goalie in the league. So give them a little bit of credit. Wanted to also give a shout out to Philip Hedl. That's someone I have my eye on fantasy-wise because he's got 5 goals in his past 3 games. But when you look at the bigger picture, he's only 22 years old. Next year, if Ryan Strome isn't back, potential UFA, he could be the number 2 center of the future. Former first-round pick for New York in 2017. Looked like a bust early on, but he was in the bottom 6. He could be in the top 6 next year, so keep an eye on that.